the return of a Canadian institution. Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling is back. Tell a friend. Sold out crowd shaking.
It's Monday, February 24th, and this is the Maurologue, and we are kicking things off with a double dose of combat sports royalty. Two legends, two different disciplines, both celebrating birthdays today. First up, Bas Rutten, the UFC Hall of Famer, king of the liver shot, and a man who played a huge role in my combat sports commentary career, turns 60 today. It was Bas who helped me land the Pride Fighting Championships gig in Japan back in 2003. That gig, some of the best nights of my life. Calling fights, partying until sunrise. Though I could have done without Bas convincing Mirko Krokop to scare the life out of me. Google it, kids. That job set me on the path to Showtime Sports in 2007, where I ended up calling Floyd Mayweather's final 7 fights, including his blockbuster 2017 showdown with MMA superstar Conor McGregor. Floyd turns 48 today, and I just dropped a video revisiting that fight on my YouTube channel, so go check it out. Like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. And while combat sports had me calling some of the biggest fights of all time, well, hockey has given us some of the greatest moments in sports history. And let's talk about Wayne Gretzky, the undisputed GOAT of hockey, the great one on this day in 1980, at just 19 years old. He became the first player to hit 100 points before turning 20. But he was just warming up. 2 years later, on this day, he shattered Phil Esposito's single-season goal record with 77 goals, then casually added 2 more that night because, well, that's just what Gretzky did. And if you think 77 goals in a season is wild, let's talk about the untouchable record. 92 markers in a single season. That's not just dominance. That is a number so ridiculous, I have a feeling it is going to stand forever. Yes, records are made to be broken. Alexander Ovechkin on the cusp of breaking Gretzky's all-time goals record, but 92 in a season? I don't know if that's ever going to be beaten. And while Gretzky was rewriting the record books, another moment in hockey history was unfolding, one that transcended sports. February 24, 1980, Team USA completed the miracle on ice with a 4-2 win over Finland, securing Olympic gold in one of the most iconic moments in American sports history. You fast forward to 2002, on this day, Canada was breaking its own streak, winning Olympic gold for the first time in 50 years, thanks to the likes of Burnaby Joe Sakic and Jerome Ginla's brilliance. And because February 24 just loves making hockey history, this is also the day my hometown Vancouver Canucks officially became an NHL franchise in 1970. All right, let's shift from breaking records to breaking barriers, because my friend Matthew Shapiro, he hit a milestone of his own yesterday, his 50th birthday. And how did he celebrate? By watching his beloved New York Mets at spring training in Grapefruit League action. And apparently, new Mets superstar Juan Soto got the memo because he crushed a home run in his first at-bat in his new uni. Talk about a gift. But Matthew's legacy extends far beyond baseball. He has dedicated his career to mental health advocacy, helping people every day. He's a mensch among men, making the world a better place, and also a huge boxing fan. Much love and respect to you, Matthew. Keep fighting the good fight, my friend. And while we're on the subject of mental health, let's talk about a radical new way to manage anxiety. Best-selling author Martha Beck, in her new book, Beyond Anxiety, introduces an approach that treats anxiety like a frightened animal, rather than something to be crushed or controlled. She also explores the creativity spiral, where engaging in art, writing, music, or any creative outlet helps counteract the anxiety spiral. because sometimes the best way to fight fear is to create something new. And that's how I created my keyboard warrior persona. That's actually playing the keyboard. Nothing to do with trolls online. This is a podcast of positivity, after all. And if you think that's innovative, well, schools are now using AI chatbots to address the mental health crisis among students. Meet Sunny, an AI-powered well-being companion designed to bridge the gap between students and real human counselors. With over 4,500 students across 9 districts already using it, and with 17% of high schools lacking even a single counselor, this hybrid AI-human model could be a game changer. All right, let's talk about a legacy that's as much about kindness as it is about comedy. Robin Williams. His daughter, Zelda Williams, recently revealed that her father regularly hired homeless individuals on set and on tour, giving people second chances in ways most wouldn't even think about. At Comic Relief Live, where Robin was posthumously honored alongside Billy Crystal and Whoopi Goldberg, Zelda urged others to follow his lead. If you ever have an opening, consider giving someone a chance. It could change lives for generations. Robin may be gone, but his legacy of laughter and kindness, that's forever. And by the way, his kindness, his compassion, his great energy, yes, he passed that on to his kids. I was honored and privileged, thanks to Frank the Legend Shamrock, to meet Cody Williams, Robin's youngest son, a few years back. Spent a weekend with him and his family. I talked about Japan and Boss Rutan being some of the best days of my life. Well, that weekend back in 2016 in San Francisco with Cody Williams and his family, ranks run up there with one of the best weekends of my life, especially when my bestie, the Bosnian Stone, Harris Usanovic, was in town. Frank Shamrock was there. Just an amazing weekend. And I don't know many people who wake up in the morning of their sleepover at a new friend's house, walk into the kitchen, and the first thing they hear and see is David Crosby, the late, great David Crosby, looking at me saying, "Would you buy cannabis with my face on the packaging?" Yes, Mr. Crosby, I would. Man, my life really does put the real in surreal sometimes, doesn't it? Here's another story that will warm the cockles of your heart. After all, it's what we do here on the Maurologue. For 10-year-old Rita Hulse, battling cancer didn't stop her from having a real-life Cinderella moment. As part of her Make-A-Wish trip to Disney World, she not only met her favorite characters, Cinderella, Prince Charming, and the Wicked Stepsisters, but she also designed her very own princess gown to celebrate Cinderella's 75th anniversary. Touring Disney's top-secret costuming department, she was able to pick fabrics, rhinestones, and trims, creating a stunning pink and purple gown with sparkling sequins. In true Disney fashion, the design team brought her vision to life in under a week. She said, "I had a blast, a reminder that magic isn't just in the movies, it's real, and sometimes it's tailor-made." All right, how about something totally unexpected? Oysters. Not just for date night anymore. Turns out these little shellfish are packing more than just aphrodisiac power. Scientists in Australia have discovered that Sydney rock oysters contain a protein that obliterates some of the nastiest antibiotic-resistant superbugs. Alone, the oyster protein can kill infections. But when combined with existing antibiotics, its effectiveness jumps up to 32 times stronger. With antibiotic resistance being a growing global crisis, your next prescription might come with a side of oysters. Just hold the cocktail sauce. Today's Morovation comes from Lucille Ball, the queen of comedy, who once said, "I'd rather regret the things I've done than regret the things I haven't done." Translation, take the risk, do the thing, because the biggest regrets in life aren't the mistakes you make, it's the chances you never took. Thank you for listening to the Maurologue. Like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, go hold the door open for someone today. Stay strong, stay kind, and just like my buddy Matthew, my buddy Boss, and all of the pals of the podcast listening right now, I want you to keep fighting the good fight.